In 1903, Sickert went to Venice again. And actually it was to be his last visit for a quite long time. The weather was simply abominable. November, December of 1903, it poured with rain, and Venice was flooded. He struggled on manfully with a pair of Wellington boots, but it didn't work. And actually what happened then proved to be one of those very few defining moments in an artist's career where the rain ended up as a benefit for everyone. Because Sickert moved indoors. He had to. And what he did was he took his two favorite models, who were prostitutes, always the easiest models to get in the 19th century, La Giuseppina and Carolina dell'Acqua. He brought them indoors, set up his studio with some furniture, and started on a series of intimate paintings done in an extraordinarily fast and sketchy manner. He set them up not in a formal sense, but with a kind of actor's mentality. And at this point, it's worth just remembering that Sickert was indeed an actor. He worked in Henry Irving's company very briefly. And so, having learned his lessons, I think also from Degas and Toulouse-Lautrec, both of whom he was familiar, he invented his own version of the genre. And here you have a classic example. It's called a Marengo, which is a mystery for everyone because it doesn't relate to any Italian that anybody knows. But in fact, Sickert was notoriously bad at spelling foreign languages. And what he probably meant was Aremango, which is a Venetian dialect for to hell with it. And the idea of that is that this is two gossiping women caught in a moment. You imagine their conversation. There's something intimate about it, and of course, that would be the bed. To anyone in the 19th century, women on a bed in any kind of conversation could only mean one thing, that these were probably prostitutes. It just worked like that. So there's a funny kind of atmosphere about it too. The colours, classic Sickert. No bright colours here, although he can do bright colours. Here it's all in earth browns and little dots of a reddish umber. All in the same style, painted very quickly with a black brush, loaded with black paint. He's drawn with the brush, and he was very distinct about the difference between drawing, which he could do beautifully with a pencil, and painting. Two different things, he said. And that's what he's done. The impression of this painting is that it has been caught very, very quickly, in an instant, and the conversation is all there to be had. Now, the point about this is that, in fact, it was this kind of painting, produced while it poured with rain outside in Venice, that led directly on to his next phase of work. He went back to London, settled in Camden, and the Camden Town School blossomed from that. And this is where that idea finds its birth. Venice, effectively, led him eventually back, of all places, to Camden.